In this video, I'll show you how to paint this pretty unicorn in acrylic paints. I'll walk you through the whole process from start to finish so that you can create your own unicorn too. And if you'd prefer to paint along with me in real time, the full-length tutorial is available on my Patreon along with all of my other full-length art tutorials. We'll be painting this unicorn in 2 layers. In the first layer, we'll focus on painting the colours and values to build the base and form. In the second layer, we'll refine everything by adding details and contrast. This is a technique I use a lot in animal paintings because it makes the process much easier by breaking it into simple steps. For the first layer, start with a dark purple to block in the shadows and darker areas of the unicorn. I'm using a soft pastel colour palette with lots of pinks and purples as it suits the subject really well, but feel free to use more natural colours if you prefer. The most important thing is getting your shadows and highlights in the right places. Next, use slightly lighter purples and pinks to add the midtones. These will sit between the shadows and highlights. It really helps to follow a reference image here so that you can clearly see where each value goes. If you'd like to use the same reference that I'm using, you can download it from the full-length tutorial. Don't worry about blending at this stage, just focus on placing the colours correctly. It might look a bit messy right now, but we'll refine it and neaten everything up in the next layer. Now we can add the highlights. These are the lightest areas where the light hits the face. Use light pinks as well as warmer tones like light orange and yellow. These warmer colours help to suggest sunlight and they also stand out nicely against the pink background. For the ears, use the same approach as the face, using dark purples for the shadows and lighter yellows and oranges for the highlights. Then fill in the nostril with a dark purple before moving on to the mane. For the first layer of the mane, follow the same method. Start with dark purples for the shadows, then build up with lighter pinks and purples for the midtones, and finish with soft, warm highlights. Continue to do this across the whole of the mane, keeping everything loose and simple for now, as we'll add more detail later on. Use this same technique to paint the unicorn's fringe, which will complete the first layer. Next, let's paint the eye. I have a separate video here on my channel all about painting realistic animal eyes, which I'll link to in the description below. It includes all of my favourite techniques for painting realistic eyes, which I used in this painting too. For this one, I used browns and blacks with a small detail brush, and I added a light blue-grey highlight to bring the eye to life. Now we can move on to the second layer. At this point we already have the structure, colours and values in place, so now it's all about refining the details. Using the same colours as before, begin by softly blending each section to create a smoother finish. Take your time here and work gradually across the face, using your first layer as a guide so you know which colours to use. Once the face is refined, move on to the mane again. Repeat the same process of painting the shadows, midtones and highlights, but this time we can start adding some finer details. Use a smaller brush to paint in individual hair strands and enhance the texture. Use the same technique to paint the second layer of the unicorn's fringe, adding more definition and detail. Finally, let's paint the unicorn's horn, which is the most distinctive feature of a unicorn. I've chosen to paint a gold horn, but you could also make it silver or any other colour that you like. It's best to work section by section, building from dark to light to create that metallic gold effect. A small brush will really help with the details here. To finish the painting, add some final fine hairlines to the mane. Thin your paint slightly with water, then use a small paintbrush to flick delicate lines in different directions. This helps to create a natural flowing hair texture. And that's how you paint your very own unicorn. Don't forget to check out the full-length tutorial over on Patreon, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to see more art tutorials like this.